Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to Sacred Rose Tarot 1111. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to help grow the channel. Also, please remember that not all messages are going to resonate, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Today, we have a message coming to us from Mercury. Open communication is our primary message today. It says here, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. Right off the bat, when I look at this card, I get there's tons of blue here, and so blue immediately makes me think of the throat chakra. So this could mean that perhaps we need some throat chakra clearing. Perhaps somebody needs to work on balancing out the throat chakra. All right, let's see what this card says to us today here. The message that is coming to us. This card comes to us from the Keepers of Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. It says here, Mercury is the Roman god of messages and communication. In Greek mythology, he's known as Hermes. He's often been depicted with wings on his feet, representing his capacity to be swift and carrying a caduceus, the same healing wand that Archangel Raphael is known to carry. As well as overseeing communication, he oversees the planet Mercury. When this goes retrograde, which means it appears to go backwards when seen from the Earth, communication can be delayed or difficult. We can call on Mercury for help with loving, honest, and open conversations, divination, and any form of expressive art, such as writing, poetry, and journalism. He can help us heal miscommunications that have caused distress. The extended message says, open all levels of communication now. Important messages, information, and insights are being shared. You may hear from an old friend or family member, or have an opportunity to finally understand a loved one you've not had an easy time with. You may be able to clarify situations where you feel you weren't heard properly or were misunderstood. Get things off your chest in a loving way so that you can clear all the roads to love in your life. Listen to. Communication is a two-way street. Mercury is here now to allow you to hear clearly and be heard as well. What a lovely message. One of the things that really comes to mind straight off the bat is definitely active listening. So when I say active listening talks about listening with the intention of hearing, not necessarily with the intention of thinking what you're going to say next. So rather than, if we're sitting there listening to somebody tell us something, rather than thinking, oh, what should I say to that? Or how should I respond to that? Instead, listen with the intention of really hearing what they're saying, understanding what it is they're trying to communicate. Sometimes that can include sort of, reading between lines. What is their body language saying? What are some of the choice words that they're saying? Especially when there could be an opportunity to learn something, to improve on something. And definitely if this person matters to you, if this relationship is worth something to you, is valuable to you, then you definitely want to listen with the intention of hearing what is being said, because that is something we convey to the other people, important people in our life, our friends, our family, our loved ones, anybody that's important. If we can help them feel heard and understood, and likewise, they can do those same things for us, it can really go a long way in any relationship. All right, the next card out is Ask and Receive. This card is telling us now that your angels are standing nearby and they want to help you with something. So coming right after the Mercury card, this is something that has to do with perhaps receiving communication, giving communications, and thinking of how you want to say something, thinking of how you want to convey something that's important to you. Ask for the assistance from your spirit guides. Your spirit team is ready to help you. Keep in mind that angels are ready at all times to help us, right? But they can't just do so without us asking them. So we have to ask them. And we will receive the assistance we're looking for. We will receive nourishment. I'm getting nourishment of the soul. We'll receive important messages, important downloads, something that's going to be beautiful and enriching. So I'm seeing all of this color up here. So I feel like it's going to be very balanced, asking and receiving. You know, asking for help from the angelic realm and our spirit team helps balance out. Let's see. I'm getting like, it feels like all the important points being said. Like all the important, you know, sometimes when you have a conversation with somebody, sometimes you think back, oh man, I should have said this, or oh, I should have said it maybe this way, or oh, I forgot to say something or other. You know, any sort of part of communication that gets forgotten or left out, or miscommunicated in some way. This is saying, when you call on your angelic team, your spirit guides will help you to sort of bring this beauty to the situation, to cover all the important aspects, all the important topics or items for discussion. They'll help you stay clear-minded, focused, and speaking from your heart space in a loving manner. That's what I'm getting here. Because I think over here we have sort of like this cloud brewing, maybe a storm brewing. So this person doesn't want to be stuck in this like focusing on one thing maybe. Also doesn't want to rain on somebody's parade, doesn't want to necessarily bring in a message that could be construed as being ugly or stormy or causing strife or anything. I think they want to stay in this sort of like beautiful energy on this side. So that's definitely available to whoever seeks and asks their spirit team for assistance. The tarot cards that came out to clarify this card, the first card out was the Lovers. The Lovers traditionally speaks of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So these are two perfect creations that were made. God first formed Adam from the dirt and breathed the breath of life into his nostrils. And then his final creation, which is interesting, I've never thought about this with this card before, but God's final creation in the Bible says that his final creation was woman. And she wasn't fashioned from the dirt. She was actually fashioned from Adam's rib. She was taken a piece of him, a piece of Adam's rib, was formed and fashioned from within him. And so there's very special, I think there's something very special and unique about the feminine in this reading. The feminine energy is coming to me as being very divine and being recognized as being beautiful in this like final masterpiece. I'm not sure exactly why that's coming out, but we'll have to see what else comes out in the reading. But there's definitely something divine going on with this big angel in the middle, and especially coming right off of the ask and receive card, because that's all about asking for your special, like your spirit team to guide you and help you. And being in receiving mode. Being in receiving mode is Empress energy, which is the divine feminine. So this beautiful energy. Let's see what else we have. We also have Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles speaks of giving from a generous heart space, being able to give and be like generous with your wealth, helping those that are in need, those that are less fortunate, also like helping family members. 6 is a number of harmony in numerology. It's also often referenced as above, so below, when we think of 6, breaking it down to 3 and 3. So yeah, being able to give extra, and it's like a balance. We have him holding the scales over here, so this is very balanced, and it feels like it's right, like it's a good, right, and just type of behavior, giving from this beautiful heart space. On top of that, we had the Chariot. We have a 6 card and we have a 7. 6 and 7 indicates progress, so forward movement, which here we have the Chariot, so duh, forward movement, right? But it's also very balanced as well. So we have light and dark, and so we're balancing out light and dark, shadow and light. This looks like, to me, kind of reminds me a lot of yin and yang. So there's a lot of internal balance happening, soul growth, soul expansion, and his heart space, this Chariot driver, his heart space is lit up here. And then we have a lot of stars all over the place, so a lot of like star energy healing energy, celestial energy. He's got some moons on his shoulder pads. He's very intuitive. And this chariot driver is not guiding with reins. He's being guided by his heart space and by his mental space. He's got this big star on his crown chakra. So this person is very balanced, and there's a lot of forward momentum. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And again, we have a lot of feminine energy. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, this is a female in very nice, beautiful clothing, dressed in her robes, her pretty garb. And she is pictured as being in a vineyard with a fancy, exotic bird, and then like her 9 pentacles, which indicates being happy, abundant, single, happy, abundant, oftentimes, and really not having a care in the world, being provided for, taken care of, and all of her, in her vineyard, all of her fruit is ripe and ready for harvest. And 9 indicates is the number for fulfillment in numerology. So let's keep going. We're going to go down to this card here. All right, I'm going to move this right here. What do we have? Oh, self-acceptance. I love this card. I really do. It's so beautiful. All of the different colors, the pinks, oranges, yellow. It's like sparkly. This to me is very feminine energy. And I love all the different colored like ribbons in her hair, different color hair. It's just really pretty. And how she's holding her face like, I love myself. I love me. I am beautiful. I am radiant. I'm all these things. I'm good enough. I'm perfect the way I am. This is lovely. Beautiful energy. I love all the pink. I really do. I'm really drawn to the pink. That's lovely. Pink is traditionally seen as like a very feminine color. All right, let's see. I believe I have this card in here, in my little book here. Nope. All right, but I do know from previous readings, when we read this card, it indicates that your angels, the higher realms, spirit realms, God, source, creator, universe wants you to see yourself as you are seen by them. And they see you as perfect and beautiful and radiant and extraordinary, talented, gifted, just a beautiful creation in every way. And that's just, beautiful energy. I love it. So again, I'm getting a lot of feminine energy, especially coming down off of this card here. So let's see what we have to clarify. We have Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a very maternal energy, very abundant and plentiful, fruitful, somebody that is very nurturing, tends to her family, takes care of her, like if she has property or her house or home, all of that stuff is taken care of. Here you see she's holding this big pentacle, and she's sort of like admiring it or sort of holding it. This could indicate that she has multiple streams of income, and she's just helping them grow. She's growing what she has, like a nest egg, that kind of thing. She's planning for the future. She's planning for the well-being of her family and everybody she cares and loves about. So that's a very feminine energy too. And then we have Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is somebody who is very intuitive, seen as somebody who's very attractive and fiery, passionate. There's a lot of yellow in this card. We have a sunflower here. We have a black cat. She's somebody who knows her worth. She's confident. And let's see. Focused. She's looking at something, so she's very focused. So 2 queens back to back. We definitely have a lot of feminine energy, big time. We have 5 of Wands, which typically indicates a disagreement, internal strife. It could mean fighting. It could mean competition, those kind of things. So like the Queen of Wands doesn't have to compete. She is like she doesn't have to compete. There's no competition. She is the prize. She's not going to step down off of her throne to satisfy, other people, meeting somebody else's needs or whatever. Also, on top of this card here with self-acceptance, it could indicate not having, internal strife and like self-defeating type of thoughts, beating yourself up kind of thing, right? In your mental space, and like ruminating on things that are negative or things that you wish were better or different, because you're perfect just the way you are. That's very beautiful. And then finally for that card, we have the Hermit in reverse. And that's at number 9. So we have 2 9s, 9, and this will be 9. You may be seeing number 999 or some sort of synchronicity with 999. Hermit in reverse is somebody who is ready to come out of deep reflection, somebody who has done a lot of internal learning and is ready to either sort of come out and be more around more people, be more sociable. Also can mean that they're ready to share what they've learned. They no longer need to be like up in their hermit lodge in a mountain somewhere studying. They're ready to come down and share that knowledge. Let's see, where do I want to go next? I feel like up here. I feel like we want to go this way. All right, so this card says, do the work. This is a card for light workers. So if you identify as a light worker or somebody who does spirit work, maybe you do Reiki healing, or you're a naturopath, some sort of healing modality, maybe you work with crystals, herbs, perhaps you read tarot. I mean, there's a lot of different things, right? So anything to help raise the overall vibration and energy of the planet and help people see their worth and their value. And sort of coming off of this over here, it's saying that you can easily help people see their self-acceptance, and you have a gift for this. And it's called work for a reason, right? Sometimes it feels like we're getting down in the nitty-gritty. Sometimes we have to be like in the muck and the mire with people. Sometimes we have to be that friend that can, come and help people when they're in their moments that are like their most vulnerable, or perhaps like when they see themselves as weak or not the best, or maybe they're struggling or they're going through something and they just need somebody to be that listening ear and offer words of encouragement and just like help show them the light and help them find the way out of that dark space. So that's lovely, beautiful energy. I love that. So here we have 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups can indicate that sometimes we can get disappointed. Like we can maybe think that we had some sort of preconceived notion in our mind what light work would be about. Also, I'm getting, because there's a few messages coming across with this card this time in this reading with these other energies. I'm also getting that you may have a lot of opportunities to demonstrate your light and help be that light worker that you've been put on this planet to do, and help raise the elevation of others by meeting them, being this hand that comes out of this like divine hand, this divine intervention, meeting them at their lowest, meeting them in their time when they're depressed and they're thinking about, failed things, missed opportunities, or whatever is in these unfulfilling cups, right? And they're sad and they're like in this sort of despair kind of energy, right? So this could mean you have opportunities to meet people where they're at to help elevate them and encourage them and raise them out of that. Because when you do that, you help them experience victory and success. And it's not only a victory and success that's meant for them, but 6 being the number of harmony, it also means for you as well. So it's also very fulfilling for the light worker to help people in those situations. And you're doing this really beautiful work that it ultimately helps everybody, the whole earth. And we are all one, right? We're all connected. So this is beautiful energy. And you do that by demonstrating King of Cups energy, somebody who's very sort of stoic. It doesn't mean like you're necessarily crying and going, oh my God, with them, right? If they're wailing and sad. And there's nothing wrong with somebody being super emotional. However, it's just sort of that like kind of, I'm here, I'm with you, I'm present, and I'm focused on what you're saying to me. I'm intentionally listening, just like Mercury was telling us, right? Speak up with love and be heard. Also, let others speak up with love and you hear them. So it's like a two-way street we learned about communication, right? And that's not it's not a new concept to be heard and listen to others so that they feel heard. It's a two-way street. Also with King of Cups energy, this is somebody who really is making decisions primarily from their heart space, not in like a head over heart type of situation. They're very balanced. They are smart. They have, intellectual, all of those things. And a clear head, clear mind and all that, but they make decisions from the heart space primarily. They lead with love. And here we have Nine of Cups. Didn't we have a Nine of Cups somewhere? I guess, so we have 3 nines. Nine of Pentacles. The Hermit card is 9, which is Major Arcana 9. And then we have Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. You, by bringing this emotionally vulnerable, beautiful energy to help others and shine your light and being that light worker and demonstrating, walking around as King of Cups and helping people achieve victory and success by helping them lift them out of 4 Cups energy and that kind of thing, and being there and being supportive. Your wish fulfillment, you're like, I feel like there's wish fulfillment that you give to people by helping them, right? And filling their cups and being emotionally fulfilled. But you're also, when you do that, you receive emotional fulfillment. So there's this reciprocity taking place, this beautiful, beautiful energy. So we have a lot of 9s out here. And 9s are also fulfillment, right? So we have a lot of that going on. All right, I'm feeling this card next. Let's see what we have. This says Pleiadian activation. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. This is an interesting card. I don't think I've ever pulled this before. It's a lot of stars in the middle. Some symbolism. It's very pretty. Beautiful colors. All right. Since I haven't pulled this card before, let's go ahead and see what it says. It comes to us in the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. And it says, the Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters, is an open star cluster found in the northwest of the constellation Taurus. These bright blue luminous stars, which formed in the last 100 million years, are among the stars closest to Earth and are the cluster most obvious to the naked eye. It is for this reason that they have been connected to many spiritual traditions through the ages. This gateway transports us to a space where we can witness the great coming together of the Pleiades. Each and every single star within the cluster is representative of a nation of divine beings. The Pleiadians are said to be human-like beings who honor the feminine and live in an advanced way that we on Earth could also experience if we were to accept and honor the holiness of the female body. So again, with this female energy, tons of feminine energy here. If we were able to travel to the Pleiades in the third dimensional world, we would not find these beings, however, for they have transcended the physical state and operate on a higher vibration. To connect, find the Pleiades in the night sky or look at an image online, then say, "Great Pleiadian guides, thank you for showing me how to heal the matriarchal line and honor the feminine so that I can support a more balanced and evolved form of existence." And remember, guys, this is for you too, because we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energies. Feminine energy does not mean necessarily a biological female person. We all have that feminine energy. Let's see. Your message. Pleiadian energy is about coming together in peace and in harmony. You are blessed to receive this gateway, for it is a powerful message of assurance. I feel like there's more on this next page, and it's not a complete sentence, so let's see what else we have. Oh, yeah, there's more. Assurance that whatever uncomfortable energy you are experiencing right now will soon be washed away. The Pleiadians are beings who live in complete honor of their planets and their people. Let's try to get some more light in here. Okay, there we go. They acknowledge that in seeing and connecting with one another, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. They also know the consequences of disrespecting others. It's for this reason that this is no longer possible for them. If you are being challenged by loved ones now, aim to shift the dynamics of this relationship through a loving approach. The lesson you are facing at this time is an opportunity to heal old wounds and operate from a higher state of being. Oh, that's a beautiful message. I love it. So beautiful. And it's interesting. Seven Sisters. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. Can't place it quite right now, but I feel like I've heard that before. All right, let's see what cards came out to clarify this one. All right, the first card out, 7 of Wands. Oh, we have a 7. And 7 in numerology is an angelic number. As we can see here in this garden, this vineyard, this guy has put in the work, and gardening, you know, tilling the land, all of that stuff, attending to vines, vineyard, gardening, all of this is really hard work, and it takes dedication and commitment. And you can see this person sort of looking and and kind of admiring their work, and it's come to fruition. The vine is ripened. The fruit, vegetables, whatever it is ready for harvest. So that is beautiful energy. And I think, you know, coming on this Pleiades card, talking about, you know, balancing relationships and all of those things, and really talking about ultimately about some communication that either has happened, needs to happen, maybe some healing that's need to take place with our light worker energy over here, all of the stars in the chariot, all of this stuff kind of coming together. It's time. The harvest is ready. Because you put in the work. You don't need to do any more work. There's no more work to be done at this point. Now it's just about the healing process and about enjoying the fruits of your labor. And perhaps you've gone within. I know we have the Hermit down here in reverse, so that Hermit has gone within and now come out. So maybe this indicates that you've done all the work. It's confirmation, another 9, and you're ready to come out. You're ready to do the healing modalities. You're ready to share your knowledge and communicate in a loving manner and respectful manner. For those of you that have done the work. If you haven't done the work, because the light worker card is do the work, right? Doesn't it say do the work? Yep, do the work. So if you're still in the process of doing the work, you're still in hermit mode, that's totally okay, right? Because everybody's on a different part of their path. So just keep doing that. And if you haven't done the work and you know you need to do the work, this is to encourage you to do so that you know all of these good things are waiting for you. It's just a matter of time. And then finally we have the Empress. Beautiful. Number 3 in the major arcana. So you may be seeing angel number 333. You could also be seeing a lot of 9s coming out on 10. That's a completion of all that work you put in. The harvest, 777. You can be seeing a lot of different synchronicities. Empress is about receiving energy. She is the ultimate divine feminine in the tarot deck. And yeah, she's just a beautiful energy. Very nurturing, loving, the divine feminine, the quintessential divine feminine. So I think that energy is beautiful that it came out on this card. And there was a lot of feminine energy here. They're talking about honoring the feminine. They're talking about the star system is called like the 7 sisters, all of this stuff, right? It's beautiful. Let's see what we have next. All right. Here we have, what is this? Is it crystal? That's beautiful. Wow, I love these colors. It looks almost like there's frequency coming out of it. So perhaps listening to frequency can help you now, finding something like 936 or 639, or I want to say 936 hertz. Look for healing hertz. And you can find some good frequency, vibrational, healing, alignment, those kind of things on YouTube. There's a lot of options. And this is Lemurian seed codes. I wanted to say light codes, but I guess it's seed codes. Okay. Embracing sensitivity. It's another feminine trait, right? Uniqueness, living with grace, being graceful, being kind. Those are feminine aspects. So really accepting that, giving birth to that, rising to meet that challenge. Let's see what the card says. All right. Lemurian seed codes. Lemuria was a civilization that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of this sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being. Similar to the movie Avatar, their inner vision was fully activated to the point where it is thought that their pineal gland was fully developed and they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction in a similar way to the sonar of dolphins and whales. The majority operated from their heart. Let's see what the next page says. Oops, sorry about that. I'm knocking the cards all over the place. All right, it says they operated from their heart space, honoring one another and nature, so much so that when their civilization came to an end through a cataclysmic event, most likely the plates of the earth shifting, causing volcanic eruptions and a tsunami, most of them ascended. It is said that these highly attuned beings knew that their civilization would end and decided to send healing waves into another part of the world for future civilizations to benefit from. They telepathically channeled their frequencies into a thought form that would become crystals that would be found thousands, possibly millions, of years later. And we talked about this looking like some sort of frequency. All right, let's keep going. These Lemurian seeds are a type of quartz crystal mostly found in Brazil and Colombia. They are powerful crystals with striations similar to barcodes engraved on their faces. They have a feminine, another feminine, all about the feminine here. They have a feminine receptive energy that is said to help us step into a more feminine way of being in order to help the evolution of the species. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now all of this feminine energy is all about the evolution of the species as a whole, evolution of our planet collectively, okay? To connect, visualize yourself on an island surrounded by pale blue waters, living in harmony with all living beings. If you own a Lemurian seed crystal, hold it in your left hand, call out to the ancient ones of Lemuria, and invite them to share their wisdom. Your message: you are a highly sensitive being. You might feel that this is a curse, but this card is here to let you know that it is a gift. It indicates that you have spent lifetimes upon lifetimes living with a giant shield up to stop the world seeing the real you. But you are a highly unique soul with incredible gifts that are worth sharing. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace their own. This lifetime is a more graceful existence with less defense and more trust. It's not about protecting yourself, but stepping into the space of surrender and revealing your true self. That makes me think a lot of this light worker card over here. So that's beautiful. Let's see what we had come out to clarify. 6 of Wands. We had 2 6 of Wands out here. So that's just further confirmation of victory and success when we do this, when we embrace this feminine energy, when we heal it, when we nurture it, when we grow it, and move into that making more decisions from the heart space, we build the collective overall. And look here, 2 of Wands is making a decision to move in a new direction. So perhaps this is something that's new to you. Perhaps this is kind of a new opportunity to channel new energy. Perhaps it's a new opportunity to exercise the new healing modalities that you've learned. Maybe you've been wanting to learn something to help other people and to help raise the overall vibration. Those are not just mere coincidences if you are feeling those sort of gentle nudges. Those are your spirit team. That's the universe saying, yes, do it. You have what you need, or we can give you and help you to find and use what you need. So have the confidence to do so, because you have something important to say. You have something important that's going to help other people. And possibly you have that confidence, that ability to hear what other people have to say, and you're going to help other people open up and heal through their communication by feeling that they are being heard. That's beautiful energy. What else do we have here? We have 8 of Wands. So we're walking away from things that no longer serve us, things that are not helping us benefit from being emotionally fulfilling, because these are all empty cups, and the cup suit, it has to do with emotions. So we're walking away from like this sort of mindset of that, and I've never got this with this card before, but this like being emotionally vulnerable is weak, or it's not manly, or it's like seen as being unattractive or not masculine, and that's a bunch of malarkey. For masculines or males out there that identify as males and, you know, born biological males, if you've ever felt like maybe you were going to be seen as less masculine for crying or, you know, revealing your emotions, or maybe you had to like hide them away, I know when I was a kid, I was taught like, you know, and it was all just a matter of my parents at that, you know, time in life at that time didn't understand how to really process emotions. And so it came at this, like, it was like this weird thing for them. So they would say like, it was kind of like this hide it away, like, don't cry or I'll give you something to cry about. And I know that I've heard that statement before. So I know a lot of people had that same kind of sentiment. So it's kind of like, yeah, just bury your emotions and kind of choke it down and be strong. And if you did cry, you were seen as weak. And that's not the case. And so I'm happy that in this day and age and current events and everything, kids are being taught that emotions are okay and helping them be a little bit more balanced in that aspect. Because it seems like here, divine masculine, because this looks like a man over here to me, is walking away from that kind of don't cry, hide your emotions, don't be seen as being emotional. You can just be like rough and gruff and tough and blah, 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 right? I think that there's this movement to kind of get away from that. And rather than hiding away from your emotions and repressing, there's a time that's happening. I feel like there's a shift on a very large scale. Maybe not for everybody, but if it resonates, take it definitely. Where there's an understanding happening that we are all human. We all have heart space. We all have these tender parts of us that are emotional. And if we hide it and we repress it, we just create problems. And we create like further karma and further karmic clearing that needs to be done. And then we have to go through all of this emotional stuff and unpack all of that. And then we have to get some psychologists and maybe some therapy, you know, and like there's a lot, right? And so I think there's this big movement to help men understand, and women think it's beautiful. At least every woman I know. I can't speak for every woman on the planet, but you know, the ones I know and the ones I can resonate with, myself included, feel like, yeah, it's beautiful for a man to be able to open up and share his heart space and not hide his feelings and not just like repress all of that stuff, right? It's okay to be vulnerable, especially with people you trust, especially with important communication. And it helps the other person you're speaking with be in that same level of vulnerability with you and being able to open up and create that back and forth, that just beautiful healing communication. And I feel like that too really helps open up the throat chakra with all this blue energy. So I think we are going to see some good things coming from this. And then we have, yeah, because look, the World card, an ending of a cycle. An ending of a cycle, the ending of the cycle of the masculine having to hide his feelings and repress all of that and be this like robot man. Nope, that's all gone. We don't need any of that. So we have this, the ending of a cycle, a completion, and now we have something new happening. And this is major arcana, so this is major energy. So we have a transformation, something happening. And I'm getting also from this worldwide, across the globe, there's something happening with regard to all of this. That's amazing. What is this blue card we have here? Oh, and we have Archangel Uriel coming to help remind us to shine your light. I do know that this card has come out a couple of times, and Uriel is an amazing card. Whenever we pull this card, it's a reminding to us that it is a blessing for Uriel to show up in our read. So thank you, Archangel Uriel, for showing up to remind us to shine our light. And it's right next to the self-acceptance card, reminding us that we are, in fact, beautiful, perfect, divine creations. Each and every one of us is unique and beautifully created. And we all have an important role to play. So yeah, remember, shine your light, self-acceptance. Shine your light. Do the work, light worker. Shining your light. He looks like he's shining his light, right? Beautiful. What was over here again? I already forgot. Oh, ask and receive, right? Ask and receive. Yep, so you can ask Uriel to help you. Archangel Uriel is standing by, ready to help you shine your light if you want help with that. It says, thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. And it came, oh my gosh, you guys, and it came right after the World card. So that's further confirmation that this being vulnerable, embracing the divine feminine within all of us, especially the male folks, the man folk, the man folks, especially the masculines. Yeah, embracing this energy and being open and vulnerable and understanding that it's okay to share your emotions and communicate clearly and openly with others is beautiful energy. To clarify Uriel's card, we had Judgment. So this is interesting because Judgment to me is like, this is divine. Historically speaking, this is Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel coming out and blowing his horn. And this is everybody coming out of their slumber. Rise from your slumber, rise from the dead. It's a call, answering the call. To me, and Judgment also is like, some people interpret it as, and of course it always depends on what's in the spread, right? The other energies and the cards and everything. Some people interpret it as like the rapture or Judgment being called like right before the rapture or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how that's played out, but we have 1010 up here. You may be seeing angel number 1010 as a synchronicity. To me, I see this card as a divine call to light workers to rise up, to no longer be silent, to shine your light, because they're coming out of like coffins and stuff. And I don't think it means like dead people, like zombie type stuff. No, not like that. I think it means like come out of your slumber, rise out of these little safe boxes you've created for yourself, these little safe spaces where you've created for yourself to hide yourself away. It's time to get out of that, step out of that, be vulnerable also as light workers, share your light in whatever skills and gifts and ways that you've been gifted with from the universe to help grow the frequency of the world. Everybody needs your light, the whole world. Look at this. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. He doesn't say here to help me share my light with my neighborhood, although that's a good thing. Yes, it is. It doesn't say share my light with my coworkers, and yes, that's a good thing too. It says share your light with the world, and I think what it means overall is we're being called, like the time is now to shine our light, to step up, because we have a job to do. We weren't given these gifts and talents and things to hide them and not shine them, right? And everybody, everywhere, all across the world, light workers are being activated. More people are ascending every day. So there's this massive awakening happening, and there's something to it. And this is truth. Ace of Swords on top of that. This is facts, man. Shine your light. There's no more hiding it away. There's no more excuse for the whole world treating the masculine in this way that, oh, you're weak or whatever if you have emotions. No, it's time. The truth is now. The time is now. There's archangels out here. There's the divine angels. There's like all of this stuff. The planets. We've got the Pleiades, the stars, star systems. Everybody, all of it is saying it's time. It's time to support the masculine energy, to embrace his feminine side, which is the emotional side, to be balanced. It's time to move toward that. In balance, light and dark, light and shadow, masculine, feminine, all of those things. And look at this. It's fulfilling. It's fulfilling. It's something you can share with everybody. It's something that it's time to share with everybody. Empress. We have tons of feminine energy out here. This is amazing. Let's see what else we have. We have 2 Judgment cards from 2 different decks on the same, on Uriel's card. Look at this. You can't tell me there's not a message about archangels and angels in this message. There's absolutely big angel presence, angelic presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my angels. Thank you to all archangels and guardian angels, angels all over the world and the universe that are helping the light workers and everybody in the whole collective. Thank you. This is further confirmation. This is beautiful energy. I can't believe it. I've never seen the Judgment. Not that I recall. I can't recall ever seeing the Judgment card come out twice in the same reading. But that's some major confirmation. On an Archangel card, no less. Just like, yeah, it's time. And the final card out is King of Wands. And King of Wands really embodies that fiery, passionate, focused, driven type of energy. And I know we have the Queen over here, Queen of Wands was right there, and she's looking at him, he's looking at her. And I think it's, in a love reading, this would represent a divine match, a divine pair. However, I would take this as being balancing feminine and masculine. And absolutely the time is now to be focused, to be driven, to harness that energy so that you can unleash your light on the whole world, because we need it. Everybody needs it. And then we also have blessings and abundance. This is beautiful because, like, when you do, and we already talked about it really, when you do your light work and you're helping others, how blessing is. There's so many blessings and abundance. It's just amazing, beautiful energy. And we need it all over the world. It's a gift. Look at this. It's a divine gift. You have a divine gift. We have divine gifts. And we are meant to share those divine gifts. And it helps the whole world. It's a gift to people that receive it. It's a gift to give it. And we are abundant and plentiful and supported in doing so. And it's emotional fulfillment. It's happy ever after. It's elevating the whole planet. It's not just me. It's not just you. It's not just a handful of our friends. It's everybody. That's a beautiful, beautiful energy. And Queen of Pentacles. I thought we saw Queen of Pentacles once already. Yeah, we did right there. Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, further confirmation about this feminine energy. And then we have Two of Cups. And Two of Cups to me is, again, further confirmation of balancing out feminine and masculine energy that we all have within us. It's one heart. See that? One heart. And a love reading, yeah, it's me giving you my cup of love. You giving me your cup of love. They're equal cups of love. All of that stuff, right? I only have eyes for you. You only have eyes for me. It's this big, yummy heart. It's delicious. In this, I'm getting that it's one heart, as in this heart represents a single person, singular, masculine and feminine energies within one heart, within one person being balanced out. Each of us has this in us. And so this is representing this beautiful balance. And then we have courage and bravery. This is a beautiful card too. I love all the purple in the wings and everything. Purple is the sign of the color of the crown chakra. So be brave, courageous, and brave in your mind. Don't beat yourself up in your mind, like this Five of Wands was saying. Don't beat yourself up. Stay clear-headed. Stay focused. Stay focused. Let's see what the courage and bravery card says. You have the heart of a warrior. You want to do what's right, but it isn't always easy. Angels are surrounding you in a light of courage at this time and guiding you to do what you know deep down in your heart is right. Being brave isn't about being emotionless. We talked about that, didn't we? The Eight of Cups and all of that stuff. It's not about being emotionless. The angels are reminding you that it's okay to feel. Yes, it's okay to feel. And your vulnerability will allow you to tap into an even greater inner strength. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is going right along with what we're saying. This is confirmation about everything we've been saying. Your vulnerability is a strength. It makes you stronger. Angels are always willing to help you feel safe, guided, and guarded. So call in as much help as you need. This is a time to take ownership of your energy and any situations that could be making you feel less than good. And through your courage, you will begin to attract experiences of being respected. What do we have? Oh, ask and receive, self-acceptance, do the work. All of these things are just being reassured and like reconfirmed in here. The extended message says, your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the one part of your essence that always remains whole, healed, and complete. So if you are feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Call in the light of God, heaven, and angels to protect you. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life, and know that the best gift that you can give the world at this time is your truth. Wow. Whew, my mind is blown right now. Oh my gosh. And look at that, your truth. part of shining your light is that truth. Wow, that integrity. This is big, big energy, big energy. We have the Emperor out here. So we have the masculine, divine masculine, and divine feminine. You see that? The Empress and the Emperor. Emperor is somebody, divine masculine. This is like the no bones kind of guy, right? He's no bones about it. He's going to give you the facts. He's going to give it to you straight. He's going to tell you like it is. And he's not going to have any qualms about it. He's embodies all the energy of all the kings. So he's got this King of Wands focused energy. He's King of Pentacles, King of Cups energy. We had King of Cups over here. He's got that energy. He's got King of Swords, all of them. And look at her like, oh, hi, hey, daddy. So yeah, she's digging him. And so they create this divine pairing, the feminine and the masculine. And I think it's great that he shows up on the courageous and bravery card, because it was talking about being vulnerable and it's okay to have feelings. And when I see this card, I'm like, yeah, he's not that. But he is, truly. He does embody all the kings, right? And it means not coming from a feeling of lack. This card was telling us you lack nothing. You lack nothing. You have everything you need. You have all the angelic support that you need. You have help from the heavenly realms. You have everything you need. And you are healed. You have wish fulfillment. If there were anything that you needed to heal from, any injuries, whether emotionally, physically, or whatever, any areas in your life, heart, mind, body, soul, any of that stuff, you are healing. You're in the process of healing. All of those, that healing energy, healing vibes is there for you. You need only ask and receive. Remember that? Where's that card? Ask and receive. My nails are kind of jacked up right now. It's because I'm getting a new set on tomorrow, so don't look at them. Ask and receive, because it's here. You're healing and everything you need. You lack nothing. And this may come as a shocking revelation to you, especially if you're a masculine watching this. It may come to it as a shocking revelation, like, whoa, wow, okay, I can be in my feels and I'm not seen as weak. No, you're not. In fact, when you're speaking your truth and you're real and authentic, just like that card was saying, and just like we have over here next to her with the Archangel Uriel card and the Sword of Truth and all of this stuff, no, that's actually a really beautiful, attractive, magnetic energy. And it's perfect, and it's balanced, and it creates this whole, like whole as in W-H-O-L-E, whole as in complete, not whole as in something's missing, whole and complete picture of a heart, a whole nourished heart of you. If you ever felt like something was missing, this is going to fix that. And look, it's the truth. It's facts. Ace of Swords 2 times. There's no denying this truth. Where did that go? Maybe it's under this Judgment card. We have so much energy out here, you guys. Look at that. 2 aces of swords. Ace of Swords. It's facts. It's time. There's no denying this anymore. Rise up, light workers, masculine, divine masculine. Step into your energy. Step into your full power. You have everything you need, and the time is now. Let's see what else we have. 3 little reminder cards. What has your inner voice been asking you? Listen and act. Take some quiet time. Take some me time. Go within. Meditate. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. You are so special. If nobody has told you today, you are loved. You're loved beyond measure. More than you'll ever know or understand. And speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. There's a lot of speaking up and speaking out energy. We have 2 swords of truth. We have judgment. We have all of this stuff, right? Mercury, thank you so much for bringing us this message today and overseeing this message for the best and highest good of the viewer. We are so grateful for these loving messages. I'm telling you, there's such this beautiful warmth pouring over me right now with all of this energy, you guys. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I hope this resonated. I hope this offered clarity and brought hope and healing. To anybody who needed it, remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. This helps grow the channel. I appreciate you spending time with me in this message, and thank you again, Mercury. Love and light. Take care.